Play. Okay, we're live. Good. So, so let me start off with a couple of Ethan comments here that I got. I trace. I do admit I do that. I do trace indeed, but I also do drawings on my own, paper, and of course, normal not drawings. This is not an example of one of those drawings, but hey, Cody, what's up? Look, I really think that I was for to talk. So I will say I did do stuff to Jimena in the past. I don't do it often to her. I mean, heck, honestly, the closest thing I have is Mia 2003. I think that's her name, and Bugmaster 06. I don't honestly remember anything I did to Jimena. I mean, I do remember this account with my name on it. If that's what they're talking about, maybe it's that. I don't know. If it is, then that's interesting. Or I really don't know what to say. But if I did do something, maybe I don't remember it. Now, up next, about me and Jade, since this is apparently a common complaint. You're right, Ethan. I do not deserve her. But why do I date her? Because she's a better person than I'll ever be. So that's kind of why I date her to begin with. The whole you're basically retconning your own point here. You're saying the same thing I've been saying to myself since God knows how long. And honestly the hate you're giving towards me is the valid thing you're doing. Honestly, like it's the most valid thing. But hating Jawbone, hating Music Girl, when they're essentially the only ones trying to mend up their errors, and I'm just here making mine's worse. This is where I have to draw the line to even say anything. I just have to kind of finally step up about the whole situation. So, what am I trying to say? I'm trying to say that there's a lot of things that everyone has done wrong. Okay, we're not all good. Ethan has proved this like plenty of times. As a matter of fact, like no one is perfect, no one is good, no one is bad. I've done some stuff in my past. I've done some stuff today. I've done some stuff like I don't know how long. I hope any of you actually decide to put eyes on here. And I'm talking about the YouTubers we're even bringing up are actually putting up eyes on here. I'm honestly ashamed from some of the things I did. Now, I have a couple of yeah. That look, Cody even said it right here. Oh, let me put that. Well, look, man, nobody's perfect. Yeah, he himself says it. Nobody is perfect. Nobody is good. Nobody's a hero. Nobody's a villain. Nobody is whatever you want to say. Okay, and essentially, fact is, you said this error like how many times now? Jabo covered it. We've all covered this. This is like what 10th, second? I lost count, and this is coming from someone who has barely any memory. Hell if I know if anyone has memory to remember this. Okay, let's see what we have now. And talentless hag. Yep, your art's up. Okay. Can you use actual valid roasts? The only thing you actually said that was somewhat valid, Ethan, right here just now. I have a couple of Twitter pages right here, and let me just say, when you said to Kimberly, I'll actually have to deliver it to her just to let her know how rude you are towards her. So yeah, this kid's coming from Ethan. Kimberly is a freaking liar. She stole Shy's character. I've done stuff to Jimena. Hey, it's not Sabuko. You're here. I'm talking about something that's a little serious. And it's not regarding you or anybody, but it's about, of course, things I did in the past and things sometimes I still do today. I really don't know what Ethan's talking about. I don't remember anything. How's it going? Really tough, tell you that much. Eh, hell if I know. Now tell me, my art sucks, but I'm still in the rudimentary steps of everything. You're already way ahead of me, man. You're already way ahead of me. You're already out of school, probably. Hell if I know. Hell if I know. Not you, not to look up. Not you. It's like I'm talking to Ethan and Jesus Productions. A couple of people who really got under my skin. To put it short, friends of Mia 2003. They're not the most pleasant guys to be around. If you see them, just don't. Just don't. All right. You're already way ahead of me, man. You've already done shading. You've already done anything. You've already done lighting. You've already done I don't know how much more. You've done much more than I can possibly do. Okay? Just because you say your art sucks, everyone has a separate art style. I mean, hell, all you do is cartoony noses, cartoony human proportions. At least Jawbone does actual human proportions, actual human features. You, what do you have? A big nose. And now I'm not talking about like actual big nose. Like all the characters, they all have like the what was that name? The banana split serial silliness proportions. Not even the good ones. I mean, Jimena, she has so much more to offer, and when it comes to art style, there's somewhat human. I can say, I would say that if you were to lend, if you were to participate in the channel and coming up with ideas, like that's kind of the only you have your use. That's the only use you have for when it comes to Jimena, bringing up ideas to her and making so she can make the good stuff, so she can make the actual good content. You, you have good stuff. You have good lighting, but that's relatively it. Without that lighting, you'd be screwed. Without that lighting, you wouldn't be special. Heck, none of us are special currently. I'm still in my prime. Hell, I honestly don't know how far in my prime I'm at. Probably as a baby. I honestly don't know how prime I am. I know that you don't care about my autism or whatever, but honestly, nobody even cares about it. Let's be honest. Nasa Bluko here is a perfect example of a person you don't care for. I mean, hell, tell me who honestly do you care for, aside from Jimena? Aside from Jimena, who do you care for? I mean, not you, not you, not you. Ethan and Jesus Productions. Hold on, let me just show you who I'm talking to. This guy is not is I'm not talking to you. Not to look. I'm talking to another user who is hopefully is watching anything of this. Hopefully, he's actually doing something in his life, something useful. Like I said before, you're way ahead of me. You're already done everything. You're already done lighting. You're already done shading. You're already done drawing. You're already done. I don't know how much already. You're already way ahead of me. If I'm such a talentless hag, why do I have more? Why do I have actual amount of subscribers? I mean, all you have is one thing: lighting. What if we got rid of that lighting? What if we got rid of your lighting talent, shadow talents, and all you did was draw like me? Just draw from base and everything. I trace, I'll admit. But you know what? When I do something, when I trace something, when I do something wrong, at least I have the nerve to say that I did something wrong. And if I don't remember it, I still say that I must have done something wrong. At least I do that. That's the minimum I do. That's the least I can do for this. I honestly don't have a good memory to begin with. That's kind of why I have pills here for to begin with. I can say for sure that I've done a lot of mistakes in the past and still do today. But you know what? Like I said before, this act is not something of my birth. You all brought this upon me. This type of hatred is not going to change that. This type of hypocrisy is not going to change that either. This type of language that you use is not going to change that. If anything, you're just cutting the wound open more. You're getting nowhere. You're just running in circles. You're eventually going to crash with a car or a tree. I don't know. And that's when it's finally gonna hit you. Just like for me, it'll hit me soon enough. But you know what? I'll be seeing somewhere, heaven or hell. Take your pick. Point is, nobody is perfect. You have some good stuff. Jimena has some good stuff. I have some good stuff. Hello, Sam. I'm talking about Ethan Jesus Productions. He sent me a couple of screenshots to see, and I have to address the situation. Right. Continuing on. Not, not with you, Cody. Not with you, Cody. Not. This is not those types of where you want to go, pose with heaven, like all those posts. No, this is not that type of thing. This is not that. This is just an example of what happens after you find out what happened to you, or like once you realize what you've been doing this whole time in life. It's okay, Cody. Now, continuing on with the fact of what the hell he's been doing. I mean, I must have done something to Amanda. The only thing I've actually done that I could possibly say was the wrongdoing is the whole hello company and discount boy. As I was saying, is when I was actually trying to advise her of how stupid it was for her to think that I support Jawbone and he can do nothing wrong and blah blah. I mean, your autism is important, Jimena, but his is too. You're both important. Nobody is a minor here, okay? I'm trying my best to kind of get some protection out of him and him to mend it as well. And you just have to cut yourself. You guys almost tipped me to the point of cutting myself at some point. So, yeah, and hell, I've been trying to avoid that for God knows how long. I've been close to quitting YouTube since I don't know how long, too. If it weren't for you, if it weren't for any of you, I'm pretty sure I wouldn't be in this mess. I'm pretty sure a lot of things I do today would not happen. Like a lot of what I do when it comes to per se killing posts, bloody art, and everything along those lines, I trace. I admit, but at least I sometimes use those trace spaces to make some own art of my own. If my art sucks, is that all you can say? How about I say your art sucks? It sounds hypocritical, right? It sounds like a hypocrite, right? It does. I went over this detail like a couple of times now. I'm going over this like from the beginning of the stream. Hell, if I know how many times I said this, but look, Kimberly, if you're even watching this, I mean, whenever you see Mia 2003, Ethan and Jesus, Havana, and Bugmasters Versace, when they say anything about Jawbone, just don't believe them. Honestly, you're just gonna give them more power. You're just gonna give them more ego. Their ego is already fed up enough as it is with what they're doing to me and Jawbone and everyone else. I'm not gonna be the innocent one, but Jawbone and Legion with Tope sure are. If you don't want to be friends with me, that's cool. If you don't want to be friends with Jawbone and Legion 12, I guess that's somewhat cool. But the point is, though, if all this situation is happening because of those bastards, why? Just why? Okay, continuing on with the rest of the topic. I'm asking her again. Tell me how hypocritical does it sound that, yeah, I mean, even here, yeah, again, Cody's coming up with the same point. Nobody is innocent here, okay? Nobody is innocent anyway. Nobody is homophobic. Nobody is bad or whatever, but I have to address this in some way or another, let alone what's going to happen to me. I mean, you guys are pretty much the reason why I got Baker acted twice. I mean, anything you guys do here affects me in the real world. I hope you know that. I hope to God you even realize this. There's a reason why people have been giving you hell as well. When they see this part of your life, what you've been doing to them, this will all come back to bite you in some way or another. If it does, then damn. And hey, I mean, you know what? I'm saying this as an insult right now because I mean I'm starting to see why Jimena's mom is so vicious towards her. You wanted to mean me towards Jimena. I'm bringing it up. I could see why Jimena's mom hates her. I'm beginning to see that. This is the damn reason to put you and everyone else in your place. Okay. Now let's see what else I have to address. So I'm still in like 16, yeah. I still haven't gone into life, yeah. Let's be honest, I'm still like living under a house and parents and everything. Rudimentary stuff. I wouldn't say I'm young, but I would say that I feel less thanks to Ethan. Thanks for that, by the way. You said it yourself. We barely know each other. You're just mad for what he did to Jimena. What exactly did I do to Jimena? Can you point the conversation out? Can you show a screenshot in this conversation you were having with your silly fangirl or Ember? Can you please? Can you do that? Can you actually go into this comment section and comment the same comment or show the comment that set it off to begin with? I'm over here waiting. Hello, Mary. Okay. Can you or can you not, Ethan? Can you not? Can you? Can you not? I'm over here. I'm over here giving you the chance to redeem yourself. Mary, I see you, but it's the worst time possible to talk. What does it look like? I'm having a conversation with a couple of people I have a bone to pick with, if I will. Right. And going back to Twitter to see what else. You do realize that vulgar language is just going to get you into making you look more like a baby than you're already doing yourself, right? I mean, damn, I don't know how old are you. If I'm the one needing to get a freaking life, I'm actually working over here. What exactly are you doing? Go tell me what you're doing off screen right now, even after this stream. Tell me what are you doing off screen. I'm actually here delivering like a tamales, doing an honest living with my father, trying to help my daughter with my homework and everything. You you are drawing when you could just be washing the dishes like Mr. Jawbone is. You could be going to school and actually using your drawing techniques for something bigger. No, you're gonna be using them in YouTube for the rest of your life. Is that what you want? Is that what you want to be doing? If so, just like Mia said, it's over. You're all everyone is doomed. You're the reason humanity is gone extinct. I know I can't kill people on the internet. I know that. That's an obvious. That should be clear. But you know what? It's a good way to vent. It's a good way to join an RP. I mean, fact is, people end up killing their own season RPs very often. Sometimes you want to vent, and honestly, letting that out on DOC is very, very satisfying. So, even though you can't kill a person through the internet, even that should be kind of obvious by now, dipshit. Then that's a way to vent. I mean, that's something that should be dead giveaway. Oh boy, I'm reading more on Kimberly. Ethan quotes, her taste is bad, her art is bad, and last but not least, the shipping is freaking overrated. Well, sorry, Mr. Ethan X Jimena. I'm sorry that you don't like shipping, even though shipping is pretty much our whole ordeal. One point, Amanda's almost gonna cut herself. At this point, can I care now? I mean, this is like what second time she's done this, and it's okay. Just don't kill. Well, honestly, I've become kind of obsessed with the whole thing, which is kind of why I do it. It's pretty like I said before. Um, yeah. I mean, absolutely, it's kind of right over here. Like I said before, I'm obsessed with the whole thing. I like the whole killing post and everything. They're pretty good at relieving stress, joining RPs. They're pretty good at making stories and everything. I mean, anyone can kill an OC, and there will be no problem. I mean, heck, honestly, yeah, honestly, if I weren't yet again for you, like you're pretty much way ahead of me. You already existed when I made my channel. You are way ahead of me in the competition. And as you can tell, this discussion is really gonna bring some shit down. This is going to be production. So we'll go. Okay, where was I? Yep, that's all I have. That's all I have. So Kimberly, so for just want to let you know that Ethan and Jesus Productions and everyone else who's friends with him, they hate you. They actually hate you. So I really suggest you don't listen to them. You need to get away from there as far as possible. I really suggest you look for a friend that you actually trust. If they're friends with Ethan, then take them with a grain of salt. That's all I'm gonna say. As for you, Ethan, you should be the one getting a life. You should be the one getting the life because I'm actually doing something with my life here. Well, they do, and I'm not saying this because of a lie, because simply of a picture. Oh no, no, not both of you, not both of you. Just Kimberly. Kimberly is apparently the target here. Just Kimberly. I mean, honestly, I would probably be exaggerating now I think about it. It was only Ethan who said this. Perhaps Jimena and Mia 2003 like her, but Ethan definitely doesn't. I'm telling you that much. He really needs his ego to be knocked down a couple of notches. Okay. Now, with that being said, I don't know what to talk about. I think this is all the messages he sent me, but I want to thank Ember. I think that's her name. Ember or Rocktime Lexi, the one who made Ember the party weasel, for sending me these messages and making this possible. Yes, it's coming to a close. Now, yet again, Ethan, I'm giving you the chance to say anything valid in this comment section. Anything at all. Anything at all. I'll have my mic muted, and I want you to talk. Yeah, we are an obstacle co. Yeah, we are. We're truly friends. I don't think anybody's gonna change that. I hope so too. I hope everybody gets some sort of happy ending in some way. And believe it or not, especially Ethan. I mean, I just hope he sees what he's doing is somewhat wrong as much as I can. Like I said before, I might have done something to Hamela in some way, but I just don't know what I did. Okay? And if you don't care that anybody has an illness, I'm gonna ask you this right now. If you have an affected family member or anything along those lines, how would you treat them? If Jimena is no different than Jobless is, she's also autistic, quote unquote. How would you treat her? Actually, I don't even have to ask. I've seen how you treat her. I can tell you one thing. I really don't want to say this out loud, but I'm running low on options on this. But I'm pretty sure if we were to try to go back to the 80s and we need a president, you would fit right in. Well, as a communist president. All I'm saying is that you really don't know how to treat anyone fair. Heck, you don't even know how to cut anyone some slack. I'm over here like actually giving some sort of recognition, looking for the good in everything that's somewhat bad, looking for the good in anything that's a slip up in some way. But me as I got 2003 is the only one can say that, of course. I have much content going on. Oh, hey, Logan Russo. I'm honestly surprised you even showed up. So, yeah, we're talking about Ethan. Why I say weird. I am talking about Ethan and Jesus Productions and some of the messages that I was having a chat on Twitter with. So, yeah, going on with the topic I'm at. Oh, thanks. See the whole problem. Well, I see now. Yeah. Um, I would actually show some of the screenshots. Hold on, maybe I can. I don't know if I can share the screen or anything along those lines. If I can, or actually, hold on, just go to. I'll be right back. Okay. See you then, Bogo. And see you then, Mary. Or let me just. Here we go. The reason why I decided to make this. Where is it? Ah, here we go. Camera facing back. The laptop. The laptop. The thing that kind of. Kind of most of it. Okay, let's see. Ah, skipped a little bit. First pitch. Yeah, this is coming from Ethan, by the way. Bringing up what I yelled at him for. Feel free to take criticism of that because I want him to know how I feel in general for what he did. At least I can apologize for that detail. Hold on. Let me close out each one. We barely knew each other. He's calling the same thing out. I just hate for what he did to Amanda. And I'm over here still thinking, what exactly did I do? Yet again, not showing up. Interesting to know that he's nothing but a stupid. Well, you can read it, so you know what it's trying to say. I mean, I can't say it because otherwise, my Asian, all that shit. And that he needs to get a freaking life. Yet again, at least I have a type of life going on. His art sucks. Reasons. I trace it. Yes, I do trace often, but I draw stuff of my own. You tell me right now, where did I get this from? Where did I get this from? Honest to God, where did I get this from? I think I should show the video with a process of how I drew it. Alright, continuing on with the rest. Kimberly is a freaking liar and stole Shy's character. The reason why Harry understood Bills is because of what he's done to Samantha. He has bullied her in the past. This is kind of around 2000 something. I also can't remember how long it was. Harassed her and was freaking rude to her. Yet again, another thing, we're going somewhere else. Oh boy, where we are. Okay, we're at somewhere else. Where is more invalid messages? Not knowing that you can't actually freaking kill people on YouTube says it's freaking stupid. I'm well aware. Yes, Logan Russo, you're pointing something out that's pretty well known. Hell, I mean, I pointed this thing out just now, and I'm pretty sure I'm expecting a temper tantrum over here from Ethan's part. I'm expecting him to say stuff like his art sucks because he doesn't have lighting or he traces it often, even though I haven't seen any of his non-traced art or something like that. Let alone them using actual, well, words that at any moment YouTube is gonna say enough is enough. You're getting banned, and that is gonna be the last we ever gonna hear of Ethan. Like I said before, you can't actually freaking kill people on YouTube. It's freaking stupid. Of course I can't, but it's a good way of venting. I was never interested in Kimberly, and honestly, she freaking sucks. Yeah, Kimberly, this is coming from Ethan to you. Ethan hates you. Her taste is bad. Her art is bad. The shipping is freaking overrated. At least he has an art style to begin with. So get lost. And at one point, almost Jimena was almost cut herself because of him, because of me or because of herself. Because honestly, so far I'm starting to see that's more of either you more than me. I don't forget if you have, I have. You do realize that Jimena also has stuff like this, right? Have bipolar issues, autism, or MPD, or freaking what? Don't freak with her, you freaking man child. You and Jade don't deserve each other. I do deserve her because there's one thing you pointed out, which kind of how they put retcons everything you said. At least she doesn't follow the same steps as you freaking asshole. Boy, you're saying the same things I've been thinking my whole life, and I'm honestly proud of that detail. You're just retcon your own discussion. You just retcon your own discussion. You're gonna throw a temper tantrum. There's no way around it. I got a little more. Ernesto, you said this before. Your freaking art sucks. Get better at it. You're way ahead of me. You're way ahead of me. Of course, your art is better. My art doesn't suck. It's just that you're way ahead of me. I mean, like I said before, get rid of the lighting, get rid of the shading, and let's see how talented your art is without the fancy smashy backgrounds and a basic JPEG background or whatever. Get rid of the smashing lighting, and let's see how that goes. See how different it is. Right. I'm gonna leave this here for the end title card. And that being said, either that you don't deserve to get you to be honest, as Ethan ever know what love is like. I'm gonna be real. He has Jimena. Like they ever got a girlfriend. He has Jimena apparently. But even then, seeing the relationship over there, I could tell that he barely knows anything about love. I mean, it doesn't have to be the same thing. Like if we both have the same opinions, we both have the same hearts. It can be contrasted and opposites attract. I mean, I'm gonna leave a couple of these up, so this is gonna be a stream I'm probably gonna be sharing on all my channels, so everyone can have a chance to see it. So, yet again, I want to thank the Twitter account about the show. I want to thank this person for having the chat with me and gave me some notification and everything. I know this wasn't supposed to be like anything regarding me. Hell if I know if he ever got a proper girlfriend, I would say. Just because we're contrasting doesn't mean that I don't deserve a girlfriend. Like, what if you were different to Jimena? Hell, you are different to Jimena. One is depressed, one is short tempered. You're just exactly like me and her. One is a kind, cute spirit. Another one is an angry short temper. Okay. Now I managed to cover everything I have about it. So this is where I must sign out. I hope Ethan will listen to me, will actually use his brain for once in his life, and actually use something aside from swear words and actual valid information to say stuff like that. Information that doesn't get retconned immediately after he says it. With that being said, bye and good night.